my channel. You're probably gonna get a little bit of deja vu with this video, like, Emily, haven't you already done this? Yes, I already have. I stumbled across this article about a year or so ago called 120, sorry, I'm very fidgety. I stumbled across this article a year or two ago and I made a video about it, and then I re-saw it last night on Facebook and I went through them again, and then I watched my video that I filmed, and one, it's awkward as I was reading down the list a bit more, and there's a lot of funny ones that I didn't include in my video because I kind of rushed it to get it done. But today I have a glass of wine. This isn't wine, it's cherryade. See them bubbles? Does wine bubble? I don't know. I work in a bar, I should know this. Definitely cherryade. I'm not posh enough for wine. And I'm gonna go through this article from 1958 of 129 ways to get a husband. Let's see, girls and boys and everything in between. Let's see how to get a husband. Because let's face it, as much as I would love to believe that 2020 is as far away from 1958 in sexist, racist, all the bad ways, we're not really, are we? A lot of people still have that shit ideology that women belong in the kitchen, they should stay at home and raise their million kids while a husband goes out and works. Men and women are only allowed to get married. Men and women are only allowed to fuck. We live in 2020. We can fuck who we want as long as it's consensual. We can do what we want as long as it's not against the law. And we can have kids if we want to, or if we don't want to. Yeah, mum, I'm not having any more kiddos. We can do what we want with our lives. Little rage tangent there. So if you're new here, hi, my name's Emily. I'm a little bit of a weirdo. Now you're probably looking at me thinking like, how are you gonna tell us how to get a husband? If you like, my finger should have put a ring on it. He did. Did I really just quote Beyonce? Oh, I just want to go like that when I put my fingers up. I have been married twice. I don't have a problem getting husbands. I have a problem making them stay. First one cheated, did a lot of bad stuff, not a nice guy. The second one knows his face is a chair and I'ma sit on it. Oh, Emily bullies her husband. Me and my husband have been together for so long, we're perfect. We're perfect. We're like the same person, but we're incredibly different, but we're like the same person. We're good. So I'm doing something right. I am happily married and I do have a nice husband who is pretty freaking hot. Got my laptop. I don't have a table. I am using an old paint can as a table. Oh, the lid's come off. Please do not get paint all over me. This is my favourite top, and if it gets paint over me, I will die. Are you ready for this? 129 ways. Why not 130? They have sections. There is where to find him, how to let him know you're there. Just tap him on the shoulder and go, yo bro, work for me. How to look good for him. Oh my god, that'll be a good section because I'm the type of person, I'm so strong in the way I look and how I feel about myself, some days, not all the days, some days, that if my partner goes, oh you look really nice, I will go, and I'll go upstairs and get changed. I like to, I sound like such a bitch, I dress for me. I don't want someone to go, oh you look nice, because then I'm like, I'm not looking nice for you, I'm looking nice for me, love. So my husband's learned not to tell me when I look nice, and I'm fine with that, I'm fine. We have such a weird relationship. Okay. Get a dog and walk it. I mean, that's not a bad one, I like that one. Have your car break down at a strategic place. I'm pretty sure Ted Bundy did the same thing. Attend night school. Take courses men like. What courses do men like? Cooking? Homemaking, wrestling? Men can like any courses. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get angry at this now. Join a hiking club. Do men like hiking? Cause there ain't no mountain high enough. Oh my god. Read the obituaries to find eligible widowers. Oh, Margaret Dean died 72. Husband left. Oh, gotta go find Mr. Dean. Is this a real thing? Like, I've seen the film Wedding Crashers and they crash funerals to catch girls. Is this actually a thing? Do people read obituaries to find partners? Cause that's nasty. That's nasty, bro. This is what I do all the time. Sit on a park bench and feed the pigeons. Little do people know I'm secretly looking for husband number 12. Alright Ben, just gotta feed the birds. dildo in my bag in case I meet that lucky man in the woods. Get a job in a medical, dental, or law school. Oh my god, this is Legally Blonde shit. You would go to law school just to get a husband, not to catch rapists or serial killers or Ian Watkins, just to get a husband. I am sad that this is true, that people believe this. We are strong, independent women. We do not need a man, says the lady that's been married twice. Sorry, Ben, I don't need ya. 3 months later, Ben's left me. Become a nurse or an airline stewardess. They have very high marriage rates. But then if you're an air stewardess, you would be away from home a lot. So how would that make a good marriage? Says the lady that just said she'd like to be on her own. I do believe absence makes the heart grow fonder. Not as much as absinthe makes the heart grow fonder. Be nice to everybody. They may have an eligible brother or son. So when I'm at work getting sexually harassed, asking if the carpets match the drapes, tell that I look shit because my tattoos, girls shouldn't have tattoos. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for noticing. I don't suppose you have an eligible brother or son, do you? Oh my god, if that's your mum, bro, or your brother, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to marry into that kind of family. Get a government job overseas. No thanks, I've seen 90 Day Fiancé. You think I want to marry Big Ed? Put frickin' mayo in his hair? And tells his girlfriend to shave her legs and brush her teeth. Mate, I haven't shaved my legs in months. And if my partner said, honey, could you shave your legs? Honey, you're gonna have to shave your dreads off if you want me to shave my legs. I thought this was gonna be a funny video and I'm just sat here getting angrier and angrier. Tell your friends that you are interested in getting married. Don't keep it a secret. Guys, I am looking to get married to the man who shall not be named because I talk about him every single video. If any of you want to hook me up with him, I know it's not a secret. Get lost at football games. Gasp! So I've got to buy a football ticket. I won't have to accidentally get lost because I will fucking get lost. Excuse me, kind sir. My ticket says I'm in row B7 and I seem to be in row 12TF. I never went to school. Can you help me find row B something whatever I said at the beginning of this? Why go to a football? I don't want to marry a football hooligan. Don't take a job in a company run largely by women. What if I'm a lesbian? What if I don't want a husband? What if I want a wife? Then I'm gonna take a job in a company run by a large amount of women. But this is the 50s where men and women had to get married. You got married, you had kids, you stayed at home, you made them sandwiches, you stayed in that freaking kitchen. None of this sword fighting and none of this scissoring, that weren't allowed to happen in these times. You got married, your taco met that sausage, and that's how your life was. That's probably why people are so sad in the 50s. They couldn't go out and have fun or be their true selves. They just lived in the kitchen, lived in the coal mines. You can tell how much I paid attention at school, can't you? Because I don't know anything about the 50s. I know that women dress beautifully in the 50s, so there you go. There's something positive about the 50s. Oh my god, here's where I come in. Number 24. Don't be afraid to associate with more attractive girls. No, that bit's not me. They may have some leftovers. First husband was a leftover. Should have seen that coming. Second husband? Nah, he's had quite a few ladies and gentlemen after him. He's the more attractive one in this relationship. Go back to your hometown for a visit. The wild kid next door may have become a very eligible bachelor while you were away. I very much doubt that. The wild kid from my hometown grew up to be a meth head. I don't want to marry that. Science, bitch! I feel personally attacked. Don't room with a girl who is a sad sack and let her pull you down to her level. That's me. I'm like a gravitational force. Her sadness. You walk around me and it's just sadness. Everyone's fucking sad because they can't go out and scissor, and why am I obsessed with scissoring? That's why they're sad. That's why you need an article on how to meet a husband, because these women are probably lesbians. This is a weird video, isn't it? Change apartments from time to time. Again, this article thinks we are fucking minted. Nah, bruv. Apparently we've got to marry a millionaire. I at no point will ever tell my daughter, when you grow up, marry a millionaire. Instead, I'm gonna tell her, When you grow up, you become that millionaire, bro. You do what you want. When traveling, oh, I can see why there were so many serial killers in the 50s. When traveling, stay at small hotels where it's easier to meet strangers. You never know, that little motel could be one of H.H. Holmes's, who was a fucking serial killer. Yeah, people used to leave their front doors unlocked in the 50s. But then, on the other hand, H.H. freaking Holmes built a hotel with hallways that went nowhere, staircases that went nowhere, the staircases that led to brick walls, and secret tunnels and dungeons where he butchered people who stayed there. If you're an eligible lady staying in a hotel by yourself, I'm pretty sure he'd have taken you up them tunnels. And that ain't a euphemism. We've learned where to find him, so now you've found him, you've set your eagle eyes on that man. How to let him know you're interested. So how I let my first husband know I was interested is I met him in a shopping centre. I was a ballsy teenager. Spoke to him, I said, hey, you look cute. We ended up having a kiss. Boom. Loads of my years of life gone. How I met Ben is we met at a fun fair. A friend introduced us. We didn't see each other for a whole year. Then we saw each other in a nightclub. We got speaking, and from there we've just been in love ever since. I do get a bit soppy when I talk. I know I joke about Ben a lot, but he is a good one. He's the sprinkles to my cookie. Oh, saucy. Okay, realistically, if you're interested in someone, I think you should just message them and be like, hey, do you fancy going out to the cinema sometime? Cinema's a good one. You go to the cinema. If you get on with each other, you can then be like, do you want to go get a drink afterwards? And if you don't get on with each other, you can then go, right, film was so good. Thank you for coming. Like, I'll message you, we'll get into, and then you never message him. Okay, how to let him know you were there. Scream in his face like a prairie dog. Ah! Surprisingly, I reckon that would work. Forget discretion. Every once in a while, call him up.
Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sick of this shit. Come on. Who is this? It's been 6 months already. Come on.
Carry a hat box. Or, crazier, wear the hat. But maybe wear the funky hat. Or carry the hat box and put a head in it. Leave a little trail of dripping blood. That's a conversation starter. This is where I'm going wrong. Make a lot of money. That's why I can't get husband number 3. I don't make a lot of money, yo. I work 3 jobs, I'm still a broke ass bitch. Learn several funny stories and learn to tell them well. But make sure you don't tell them to him more than once. Like when I first met Ben and I said to him, would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once to make it stop? What would you do? Every day for the rest of your life or just once and it never happens again? Walk up to him and tell him you need some advice. Hi Ken, my name's Barbie and I need some advice. Can you help me with something? Sure Barbie, what would you like help with? I just went to the doctors and found out I have thrush. Apparently it's from wiping back to front, which is something you just shouldn't do. Can you help me with this? Yeah, you need to see someone about that. I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look. You want to get some real help. Some real help. Oh, I feel like I could just go out and catch a man after all this advice. Me and Ben ever split up. I'm going for a lady next. I'm done with men. Stand in a corner and cry softly. Chances are good that he'll come over and find out what's wrong. So your future husband is a nosy bitch. Hey, why are you crying? I'm still not over the way Dexter ended. I invested so many years of my life in that series just for it to end like that. Somehow I don't think that's a good way to get a husband. No, I don't think any of these are a good way to get a husband. Don't let him fish for your name next time you meet. None of this guess who stuff. Wear a fucking name tag. My name's Emily! Might also work. Oh, that hurt. I need some children's wine. Learn how to bake tasty apple pies. Bring one to the office and let the eligible bachelors taste it. You want to taste some of my apple pie? Gotta marry me first. Laugh at his jokes. What if he's not funny? Accidentally have your purse fly open, scattering its contents all over the street. Mate, my purse fly over and condoms will go everywhere, a few pennies. How to look good for him? I look similar to how I did when I first met Ben. Forgot his name. But throughout the years, my style has changed. I've kind of gone full circle. So I met Ben. Then when I was pregnant and I had my daughter, I completely changed the way I looked. And that now I'm coming back. Like, it's taken a long time, but I'm slowly getting there. So he stuck with me through some very questionable style choices. So I guess it's only fair that I look good for him. Mate, I don't understand this looking good for your partner. I guess I'm an arsehole. Men like to think they are authorities on perfume. Work at a perfume shop, does he? Ask his advice on what kind you should wear. I steal my husband's Lynx Africa that he gets every year for Christmas. So if you ever wonder what I smell like, it's Lynx Africa. Oh my god, this one. Oh, come on. Come on. Now you are attacking me. Get better looking glasses. Doesn't end there. Men don't make passes at girls that wear glasses. Or try contact lenses. This is my face without glasses. My eyes go squinty. I can't see anything. I hate not having glasses. I did try contact lenses because I wanted to wear lashes and that, but my face feels naked without my glasses. And glasses are cool! There's not enough, like, alternative influencers with glasses. Glasses are fucking awesome. I have a permanent accessory that is cute as fuck. If my man didn't make passes at me because I wear glasses, he's not a man for me. Plus it would be a bit hypocritical seeing as he wears glasses too. Practice your drinking with your women friends first. Oh, you're so funny, Clive. That's me on a date. The scene in White Chicks where he's on the date is just barbecue sauce all over his face. That's me. I'm the same person on a first date as I am on the millionth date. I think me and Ben on our first date, we discussed how I always pee with the door open, how I burp all the time, how I fart all the time, how I'm a manimal. I don't want to keep these things secret. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. I'm not gonna change. I would rather someone know straight off the bat what they're getting themselves in for. And it's worked. Well, it didn't work the first time. I lured in a catfish when I was looking for some mackerel. But the second time it worked pretty well, you know. I laid all my brownies out on a plate and he nibbled them all up. Let me tell you, he's a good nibbler. Wear high heels. Most of the time, they're sexier. I'm not a high heels girl. I'm a big fuck off platform girl. I don't look right in high heels. I'm a Bambi. Bambi on ice. Tell him he's handsome.
Hello.
I'm just calling you up to tell you you're handsome.
Okay, thank you. Sure you got the right number?
I don't have Chris Motionlesses.
Oh, you bitch.
But you are very handsome and I'll see you soon.
Love you.
Love you, bye. I mean, I told him he's handsome and he still said I love you, so maybe that one does work. Sorry, my eyes just went to the next one. Dress differently from the other girls in the office. Is this different enough? Bitch. Get a sunburn. Not a suntan. Get a sunburn.
Gonna turn and burn, gonna turn and burn and burn and burn. Gonna roast and toast and pan for you. Gonna roast and toast, gonna roast and toast and toast and toast.
Let me guess, he could nurse you back to health when you get diagnosed with cancer. Ugh. Go on a diet if you need to. Mate. People come in all shapes and sizes. You don't need to go on a diet. Don't tell him about your allergies, so then he can buy you a Snickers and you'll have a fucking anaphylactic shock because you're allergic to nuts. You didn't tell him. Get that fresh scrubbed look. By scrubbing. Okay. Be clean by cleaning yourself. Don't be too fussy. Well, that's me out the window. I mean, by this reasoning, I am in no way, shape or form about to get a husband. Apparently my standards are too high. Don't whine. Girls who whine stay on the vine. And then those grapes get turned into wine. And then we can just be all pissed together. Dirty pissing up lesbians because we don't want to get a husband. Double date with a gay, happily married couple. Let him see what it's like. Gay as in happy, not sword fighting. Couldn't sword fight or scissor. Could you? Well, you could. You just had to do it in secret because you weren't allowed. Tell his friends nice things about him. Ben washes his dreads like once a month and it infuriates me because he needs to wash them more. Is that a nice thing? Send his mother a birthday card. But bitch is probably a player and his mum will be getting 12 different birthday cards from different women. Sophie, Sonia, Charisse, Carrie. On the first date, tell him you aren't thinking about getting married. So, contradicting much, bitch. So don't be too fussy. Don't let him fish for your name. Don't tell him about your allergic reactions, but also tell him you don't want to get married even if you do. Okay, I like your thinking, you manipulative hoe bag. If he's a fisherman, learn to scale and clean fish. If he's a fisherman, I'm pretty sure he knows how to do it. I ain't marrying Captain Birdseye. When you're out strolling with him, don't insist on stopping at every shop window. But apparently I've got loads of money. I've got a good job. I've got loads of money. Why can't I window shop and spend my own money on stuff that I want? This is like me at Disneyland. I stop at every window like, oh, I want that, I want that. Don't tell him how much your clothes cost. Why? It's my own money. I would have been a shit 50s housewife. I've been finger banging the neighbour while my husband's at work. Learn to sew and wear something you have made yourself. I like that one. Little bit DIY. Don't gossip about him. There's nothing to gossip about, Ben. He's just so chill. He doesn't involve himself in drama like I do. Never let him know he's the only one, even if you have to stay home 1 or 2 nights a week. I'd stay home 7 nights a week if I could. Find out about the girls he hasn't married. Don't repeat the mistakes they made. So what if he's a cheater and he didn't marry them because they didn't want to marry him because he's a cheater? So just let him cheat and get away with it, and then you can get married. Turn wolves into husband material by assuming they have honor. Or don't marry a player and then cry when you get played. Make your home comfortable. When he calls, large ashtrays, comfortable chairs. Bitch want to buy his own ashtrays and chairs, doesn't he? If he's rich, tell him you like his money. The honesty will intrigue him. Okay, so when I meet Youngblood again, because I've already met him and he pushed me into a table, video on my channel. When I meet him again, the first thing I'm going to say to him is, I like how rich you are. And then he's immediately going to drop his pants and go, oh, wife material right there. Don't tell dirty stories. Well, that's me out the fucking window, innit? That's me dumped. So all I know is dirty stories. Point out to him that the death rate of single men is twice that of married men, because you are a black widow and you're killing all the men that don't marry you. Okay, last section. Drum roll. Wild things, anything goes. Go to Yale. Didn't Elle Woods go to Harvard? Get a hunting license. Yes, nothing's more attractive than murder. If your mother is fat, tell him you take after your father. If he's fat too, tell him you're adopted. Wow. Stow away on a battleship. Stow away in the box of sweet corn, shall I? And then what? And then what? Rent a billboard and post your picture and telephone number on it. Okay, that's a good one. If you want to get murdered. Hey guys, I'm available. Here's my phone number, my address. I sleep alone and naked and I'll leave my front door unlocked. I would love to know if any of these worked. I might ask my nana if this is how she got my granddad. Ride the airport bus back and forth to the airport. Why? So that the bus driver might eventually go, ma'am, are you lost? Did we miss your stop? Stand on a busy street corner with a lasso. Come to me. Who the fuck wrote these? I can guarantee these were written by a single male. Ask your mother to take in male boarders. Well, no, because then if you get married, she'll lose out on rent money. Make and sell toupees. Bald men are easy catches. That's low. That's low. Like, just because he's bald doesn't mean he's ugly. He's an easy catch because he's bald. I mean, Gru and Uncle Fester are fine. If you see a man with a flat, offer to fix it. But this is the 50s. I don't want a man who can't fix a flat tire. Now I don't care, but in the 50s it was like, men do the manly jobs. Let it be known in your office that you have a button box and will sew on bachelor's loose buttons. That's quite sweet. That's just nice though, isn't it? Like, also, if you know, got a needle and thread in my drawer, if you got any loose buttons, let me sew them on. Which leads us on to the last one. Don't marry him if he has too many loose buttons. The end. Questions. How many is too many loose buttons? Because I got a new coat and I had to sew 6 buttons on it because they were all loose. Is that too many? Is 5 the limit? How many buttons is too many loose buttons? I do have so many questions and so few answers, but I do feel prepared. I feel like I could slap on a push-up bra, take a needle and thread, take a wallet full of cash, a billboard with my name and phone number on it, and I could go out and lasso that man. I feel so confident in my newfound singleton that I can go out and get me a man. The sad thing is this probably worked. There were more than likely women who sat at home reading this and go online. Well, the internet weren't invented, was it? And just go to the corner shop to see Margaret and buy herself a lasso. I'm surprised there was nothing in there about makeup or hair. Wear the red lipstick. Not the red lipstick, the red lipstick. The whore red lipstick. Every girl's got one. I hope this helped you, everybody, find a husband. I want to know in a month's time or whenever if any of these helped you. But that's it. I will link the article in the description below. There are so many on this list. I would love to see any other YouTubers go through and read them because they're so funny. It's very sad that it was true, but also very fucking funny. I hope this article helped you find a potential mate, and remember, I want an invite to that wedding. That's it, boobies. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other weird articles you would like me to have a look at, let me know because this was fun. I'll see you guys very, very soon with another video. Much love, boobs. Take care of yourself, and most of all, stay weird. And don't have too many loose buttons!